Today's tutorial is going to be on how to do the Tombstone Method for each game, for you to have your tombstone to come in and pull your items out. This works with the story mission exfils, so you'll need to make sure you have a story mission available, or have a friend that has story mission available. If you try to do it on the regular exfil, it will not work. You'll lose your tombstone and all your items. So what we're doing here is we're going to go in and we're going to come in with Tombstone Cola. I have 2 items I want to add to my my tombstone that I have in the map currently. You can come in with some sort of weapon. You're going to lose that weapon when you tombstone unless you use the act mission method, which will be a separate video. But in this video, we're just going to a basic tombstone, just get set up to have it in every time. You'll need a Tombstone Cola or get one in game. I prefer to bring one in, that way you have it, it's quicker, all that stuff. So I'm just going to go in and redo this tombstone that I have. I don't care about coming back with anything else, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go in, start my match like normal. I know this works on PC and PlayStation, not PC. I know it works on PlayStation and Xbox. PC I'm still testing. I don't have this on PC, so I'm testing with other people, but currently I know for a fact that it works on Xbox. Another quick little, oh, we don't want that. We don't want squat fill. You want to make sure your squat fill's off. Alright, so we're going to go in. We're going to get our tombstone that's already on the map. If you don't already have a tombstone, you can make one. Just make sure that they have the items that you want in your backpack when you tombstone. The amount of money you have when you tombstone and actually die out, and the items you have is what your tombstone will be consisted of. And for those that don't know, when you load into a match, before the loading screens with the animated clips movie show, if you push your capture share, but it's used to be select for old school gamers, you push that button when you're doing it, and it will show you the tac map beforehand, so you can kind of see where you're at, make sure your tombstone's in there, and all that stuff. Alright, so we're starting to launch. Okay, so this is the menu here. This is your normal loading screen. But right before you start hitting select now. Oh, that was weird. Okay. I would be recording a video when this happens. I don't know what the hell that was. I honestly don't. My tombstone's still there. Alright, so as a side note, I run a Tonfa and the Ether Blade. Ether Blade is very powerful. So we're actually across the map from where we need to be. So we're just gonna run across the map, get to our tombstone, and then we'll catch back up to you guys. As you can see, there's a tombstone on the map.
Moving this way.
We are way over here. I'm gonna hit this redeploy, I think. It'll scoot me over a little bit quicker. Obviously, I could take a vehicle and get there quick, but The ether blade will take out around 4 enemies, 5 enemies, depending on how they're stacked. It's pretty fast. So I think what I'm gonna do, there's still not really a vehicle near me. I'm gonna take the high rise here, hit the crane. You didn't know he uses zip line at the bottom of these, and you basically can zip up. When you get to the top, you can jump off, and it just moves you a little bit faster. The thing to be careful about on this is this right here, this control center. You can get stuck inside that, and there's really no way out. You can use a codzombies if somebody can get you one, or you have one, and you can try to jump in the portal of that, but it's not a guarantee at all. So, just FYI, it's a thing.
Moving this way.
And so normally once I get my tombstone, I don't care about whether or not I'm in the red or not, because I'll be a little bit overpowered once I come back in. But I don't necessarily want to land now, because my Tonka's not leveled. The only thing I'd rather have is the ether blade to do anything with. Alright, so we drop down. We could grab that contract, but we don't need it. Let's pass through, grab this Jeep,
Time to go.
and hit the road. Alright. We're just going to follow these train tracks out. Usually pretty chill way to do this. And you'll spawn obviously in random spots, so you don't know exactly where you're going to spawn. But if you keep your tombstone consistent and keep it consistently with the people you play with, that's the best method. So then when you all come in, you're not all over the map trying to get your tombstones. Like all the guys I play with, the people I play with, their tombstones are up here at the church. And that's by design. There's a couple of streamers and YouTubers that are trying to get like a community trade center here up there. So people can all have their tombstones here and meet up and everything. Alright, so obviously you have to deal with a little bit of bots or walkers. So at this point, I just need to fix my tombstone. So I'm going to use this. Okay. And then I'm going to open my tombstone. I want my dog bone. I want my blade. I want my armor. Backpack. Alright, fight a little bit here. Get these cleared out. I need to put the Elder Scroll in. And I actually meant to bring another legendary tool. That's okay. So, in my new setup, I'm just going to have the money. And then these items. The idea... I used to have a Wonder Waff in this one. So, I just need the one tool. But I think I may want 2 tools. But at this point, these are the items that you really want. You don't necessarily have to have a recipe. If you have somebody that has the items, you can drop them and stow them. But this way, there's a 48-hour cooldown on the dog bone, the blade, and the armor. So this way, you don't have to wait the 48 hours. You have them in your tombstone, come back in, you're good to go. So, as of now, this is what I want set. I want to have a large bag. I did have a 3-plate in there. And that's mainly just to come back in and get kitted back up. But with the amount of money we have, you can go buy a 3-plate rather quickly. and be ready to go back to that. So ether blade definitely overpowered. When you pack these this Tompa level 3 and a legendary, it's pretty unstoppable. You'll take down megas pretty quick. Okay, so this sigil is something you need to open the new tier 4, tier 5 area. And when you are there doing the missions of the sigil, you'll get the elder sigil, which opens the higher level. I suggest you go with a team. Don't do it solo. It's not meant for solo. But these items are gone. And so now I'm going to find a zombie to come kill me so I can drop out. And you can also do, if you had a teammate, you could reset your tombstone like that. And just, what you have to do then is you have to die out, plea, and then have them pick you up. In this method though, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to die out. They're going to kill me. I didn't drop myself, so that's a shame. At this point I could probably use it and then just let them kill me again. If you have a grenade or a lethal, you could use that also. Alright, so now I want to give up. I gave up. You don't plea on this one. And then you're just going to hit the start button and leave match. Yes. Now be careful if the person doing the tombstone is the party leader, because you could easily pull everyone out and they'll lose all their stuff. And so you can see we're back now. You can see I lost all my stuff. I don't have anything. I'm going to bring another Tomfa in. I'll bring this stuff in, but don't need it necessarily. I'm not bringing any items in, just coming in like this. Ideally, you want a large backpack, but since I'm just going in consuming the items, I have a large backpack already in there. I'm just going to equip that and then pull everything else out. And this is how you duplicate also. So let's go back in. Dog bone, you automatically get a level 3 dog, which is overpowered. Ether blade's infinite, and the armor plate regenerates. So even with the one plate, it's going to keep regenerating. And honestly, this time, I'm going to go in, I'm going to have max money again, and then I'm going to probably give out some money to people. Get my 3 plate, and then a self-revive, and then probably jump back out. Just trying to show you guys how to do this real time, how it actually works. This is not an edited video. I'm at 13 minutes now. So, I just want to show you this is real. It works. Alright, so this time I'm going to show you, I don't know what happened the first time, but you got your standard loading screen. You start hitting select right now. You'll see attack map start flashing up. Unless they've changed it since last night. Okay. So there's your attack map. This is before the cutscenes come in. You can see my tombstone's there. I'm across the map again, unfortunately. But you can see there's cars. You can't ping anything, but you can see where you're at, where your team's at. There's actually 3 teams near me. So I'm going to grab this ATV to my right, and then I'm going to scoot over to my tombstone, and you'll see everything's there. And that's it. That's really it. And then when I go to exfil, I'll show you how I kept everything. So it's not hard. It is confusing, I grant you. And you can exfil through the portal, and when you go into the portal, it goes black. You just force close. Story missions, if you have them available, I found are the quickest, easiest, and most reliable. So that's what I use almost every time. I don't have my ether blade, so I threw a grenade instead.
I'll get us
Alright,
there.
so we get the ATV, and we're headed over to get my tombstone. Obviously, quickest method to get there is to get a vehicle, and then just scoot across the map wherever you gotta go. Again, you'll see once I exfil and go back out. Even if I had, say I had another backpack or I had a 3-plate that was in my backpack when I exfil do the story mission, chopper, even if I have that in there, it'll pull it out and it will show in my lobby that I have it. But when you go back into the game, it goes away. Same thing with wonder weapons. They don't stay. They'll show that they're there, but they're not actually there. So just keep that in mind. Don't stow them in your stash because there's no point, because you can't bring them back in. They're going to disappear. But we will head back over here to Tombstone, pull everything out, and you'll see it immediately when I come back in. I'm fully kitted. And if you didn't have the second legendary tool in there, which I don't, you can simply just go to the red and pack a punch 3 right there, or bring in another one if you've borrowed them a little bit. Using this method, you don't need most of the schematics that you have to get to make this stuff, because you don't have to wait. You just make it. It's there in your stash. You go in, you can go in and farm it, go in and pull stuff out like I'm about to do, and just go back into your lobby and stash it. The stash thing only works if you have available a reward item or a purchased item. That's the only way you'll be able to do this stash thing. I've got almost 90 items in my stash because I have one purchased item. And Activision did wipe my
Time to go.
rewards and everything when season 1 started. They did for a lot of people, but I have a lot of stuff built up in there now. Wonder weapons, all kinds of stuff. So basically just want to come up here. We're almost to our tombstone now. Somebody else has a tombstone. Alright, I'll grab it. I'll get the backpack with it. Stow. Alright. So now I have everything stowed. I'm going to equip the ether blade. Alright. Everything else I'm going to pull out. I'm not going to use. But you can see when I go to the story chopper, which is down here. Looks like we're over here this time.
Marking extraction zone.
We'll just get a vehicle, and that's why it's a good idea to gas it up a little bit. That way you don't have to wait. I was going to go get a 3-plate. So there's a buy station right there.
Got a buy station here.
What I'll do is I'll go ahead and pack a punch, because I got a bunch of these, and legendary to it. And I'll show you the armor, how it works as well. Alright, so as you can see, I've only got a 1-plate. This, I'm a 4th of the plate. Now it's regenerating, not rejuvenating. So I'm gonna go to this buy station. It's probably a mega or something right here. But yeah, keep spawned in. Alright, so I don't have a dog. It's just me. Hear that dog coming, so I kill it. I don't have any perks either, so that's something you would want to get normally. Ether blade takes care of that. Alpha takes care of that. Alright, so all I want to buy is a 3-plate, self-revive, and a kill streak,
Give us an edge.
because I'm excellent. And we'll buy a mask, since we're here. Alright. So obviously I could buy whatever I want, because I've got all kinds of money. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Hello, dog. There's actually a portal there, so we'll take the portal. And I can kill a mega with this also. Just stomp him. They're probably gonna knock me, but that's okay. Get back up. So ideally you would use your dog, so he would revive you here. You wouldn't have to worry about that. But I'm gonna go grab another couple selfs here. Yeah, so ideally you wouldn't have to worry about all the other zombies. It's alright. I'll go ahead and use the dog. That way you can see. Alright, so I'm just gonna beat up this guy here. Still getting hit, but that's okay. Because my dog's gonna pick me up. Yeah, so now I'm picked up. Alright, cleared those out. So you can see at the bottom my plates are regenerating. Dog will pick me up again. The Mega's kind of attacking both of us here. And he's dead. So I am down, but the dog will get me. Or you could use a self, it doesn't matter. Alright, so there's that. Mega's dead. Yeah. So we got this guy. You can see on the mangler. This is a regular mangler. Hit a couple times, he's dead. Alright, so we did lose our portal. So now we'll go hit exfil. Should be right over here.
Marking extraction zone.
Well, normally I wouldn't do all that because I wouldn't have to. I just would bring that stuff back out. But in this case, I kind of wanted to show you, and I kind of needed it on that Mega there. He was being a little bit of a pain. All right, so this is a story exfil. That's what the star means. There's a natural exfil next to it. We're gonna hit the story exfil.
What is that, bang? Did what we could.
Locate and recover Dr. Jansen. No diversion.
And then when we come out, you'll see. Oh, he took a beating. Okay, you did good, buddy. Good job. I'm proud of you. Right. If you haven't petted a dog, also, it will give you a loading screen or something. I'm not really sure. So anyway, the chopper's coming in. So you'll see when it comes in all the way. You see my backpack, this is what I have. Note that the ether blade's still on. I have a jug, I have a mask, self-revive. These self-revives will come out, but you can't use them, so kind of useless, but you'll see. Alright, chopper comes in. It'll count down from 4 since I step on. You hit the Xbox menu button, start, quit. Go back in. And once it loads back, you'll see your inventory. You just go back into the game. Go back to zombies. This takes a second to load. And then once that loads in all the way, you're good to go. So now I'm back to my menu. I go to lobby, my gear, it contrabanded. Well, that was already contraband. So you can see I've got self-revives, I've got the sigils, I got another crystal that I brought out. The blade stayed. So from match to match, the blade doesn't stay. It goes away. But in this case, I have it for next round, and it will carry in. The self-revives will not, but that will. I have the sigils I can put back in my inventory. So every time you go in, you can go into those modes and do that if you want to. You don't really need both, but they're there. So you can farm schematics, whatever you want to do. So that's kind of how it works. And as you can see, I still have my large. I've still got everything over here, my plates and everything. So dog, you can't reuse. You have to do that when you come back in. And the armor you have to reuse. But other than that, it works. So I appreciate you guys taking some time with me, and hope you enjoyed the video.